How do you create an equivalent fraction? Well, what does it mean to be an equivalent fraction? Well, equivalent fraction, we went over this already. It's just a fraction where the numerator and denominators are different numbers. So 5 over 10, like 1/2 is equivalent to 5 over 10. And we also said that 5 over 10 is equivalent to 50 over 100. These are all equivalent fractions. So then how do you create this? How do I continue generating more equivalent fractions? Think about that. How do I get from here to there and here to there? The idea has already been mentioned before, which is if we have a fraction with the numerator and the denominators are the same, that's just equal to 1. And what happens when you multiply something by 1? What happens if I multiply, let's say, a 5 times 1? That's just a 5. If I multiply 1/2 times 1, it's just a 1/2. And if I can say that a over a is equal to 1, or any number with the same numerator and denominator is equal to 1, maybe I can just pop that 1 into here and that 1 into here, but change what the numerator and denominators are. Okay, so what does that even look like? So let's see what that looks like. Let's say I start with the fraction 1/2, okay, and then I multiply it by some 1. We know that the result will just be a 1/2, but then I can actually change this 1. I can change this 1 to be something else. Maybe I can make this into a, I don't know, a 4 over 4. Because 4 over 4 is also equal to 1. As long as the numerator and the denominator are the same, it doesn't matter, because it'll always be equal to 1. And as long as you multiply the 1/2 by 1, it'll always come back to the same value. Okay, so let's say I do 1/2 multiplied by this 4 over 4. 4 over 4. That equals what? We already learned about multiplying, right? We just multiply across. Okay, so what's 1 times 4? 1 times 4 is 4. And what's 2 times 4? It's 8. And guess what? 4 over 8 is an equivalent fraction. So this is an equivalent fraction. Now, let's show another equivalent fraction. So let's say I do 1/2 and I multiply it by 1. But let's say this time the 1 is 5 over 5. Again, this 5 over 5 is just multiplying by 1. And every time you multiply by a 1, you just get back the same number. All right, so 1 times 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 5 over 10. And that's also an equivalent fraction. So notice that this guy is here and this guy is here. How we get to this is by doing this. Okay, it's by noticing that we can multiply, we can always multiply by a 1 to get equivalent fractions. How do we make a 1? Just make sure the numerator and denominator are the same number.